How's it, Sean from Combat Simulations? Welcome to the 12th video, the 12th part in our conquest of the motherland, Soviet Union playing as the Germans. So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, it's free, and also leave comments and suggestions, and watch my videos, and like and share them, and watch them again, and subscribe, It helps me a lot. You won't believe how much it helps me. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just clear this lot out. We're going to read through that. I just want to see. I don't think I'm going to take these ones, but let's just see what the reading tells us. There's a couple of things I didn't do. Yeah, this is very depleted, and we can actually attack this. So let's just, yeah, there it is. Let's go. Didn't do the last time. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Bits and pieces, cavalry, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move him in there. That's all I sort of missed. Otherwise, everybody's. And yeah, I was actually thinking of moving because I need to take this on. And I don't think he's gonna be moved, so I can move one in there. And yeah, I'll move this one in there as well. There. Then I can take this one out next turn, and he's defended here by a river. We got a river here defending us. So maybe we could get rid of this though, because we tried, we couldn't. Not too worried, he's a bit there in the brown, but he's still covered in the brown. It's just less combat that he's got there. Yeah, that's about all. That's all I wanted to do. Is there anybody can he move? No, he can't move. There's everybody. We covered everybody here. Not even we didn't miss anything. I was thinking of this over here. I could shoot, but we don't know what the size of this guy is, so I don't want to. Rather just leave it for the next turn. Alright, so let's get started. Let's start with our reallocate the Armored Goods Center airfield. It was this important decision. Reichsminister Goering, Reichsmarshal Aviation History. The commander of the air fleet has informed me that an option exists to relocate the main air base if desired. Okay, the decision crops up on a regular basis. You can safely ignore it unless you wish to execute an option. Alright. The airfields of suitable size exists at Grodno. Yeah, which is nice. I like that Grodno base. And it has been assessed as having a quality of 80. Now these guys, it starts off with a low quality and then they build it up. Each theater has its own dedicated Luftwaffe which operates out of a main airfield. An airfield is a given quality rating which reflects the standard of its runways, surface and dirt, and the levels of its facilities on hand. The quality of an airfield will improve each turn provided the weather is fine, and the engineers are assumed to be upgrading the runways and improving the hangars. Damaged planes are repaired and put back into service. Bad weather will decrease the airfield's quality. The ability of a Luftwaffe to project air power is directly proportional to its airfield quality. Quality of 100 indicates the air is capable of maintaining a normal operational tempo. It's capped at 120. We'll think about this. The airbase can be positioned according to military need. The Luftwaffe will, as always, rise to the occasion despite the hindrances that you are placing in its path. It is as well that you're commandant of the land forces. Anything more complex than a man with a gun would clearly be a challenge. Stay clear of. I can't pronounce that. Sorry, Goering. The existing main airbase of Warsaw has been operational for 16 days and has not been improved to a quality of 120. Has been improved. That's a good quality. Moving the airbase is very disruptive. The Luftwaffe are capable of doing so and doing so quickly, but this is not a step to take lightly. You ask much of the Luftwaffe to do this. We've got to move them up sometime. So Grodno, yeah. We've got to. That's a far distance. We've got to, because they got to fly to support. And then the east, Slomensk and this side. But to Grodno is fine for the airfield. It's covering both this side and that side. Okay, air war. The air war in the time period covered by Barbarossa was extremely one-sided. A decision was made to abstract this part of the campaign while maintaining a tight focus on the factors that mattered. As a result, the air war has been stripped down to its core essentials. Yeah, this is why he explains his decision on this. The Luftwaffe in Russia were finely honed tactical short-ranged force without any strategic bombing capability. After achieving overwhelming air superiority early on, it was free to focus on ground support. Your main airbase in the given theater ideally needs to be within a reasonable distance of the front. However, the further you push it forward, the lower the quality of the airfield, the lower the quality of the airfield. The Russians have made a concerted effort to destroy usable airfields as they retreated. Airfield quality acts as both an indication of the levels of infrastructure available and of operational combat losses of aircraft. By staying put at your current base, you enable engineering improvements to the structure as well as the recovery and repair of damaged aircraft. There's a significant advantage in retaining your air force at its current location, but at the risk of being out of range when needed. Now because we're gonna be pushing on that. We need to be short. History. By the end of 1941, the Luftwaffe was down to 30 to 40% of their original strength. They also lost as many aircraft to weather as they did to combat. The operational arc of the Luftwaffe portrayed by the game is about the effective management of highly professional air arm in decline. Neutral. Okay, yeah, it's cost us more because we're not in good terms with Hitler. Goering's nothing because we. I think we're gonna do that. Okay, let's just look at it. Let's just not make because these decisions are permanent. Eh? Okay, Grodno, there, and we're here. We're here. He said Warsaw, right? We're here, right? So Grodno, and I'm just not sure how many X's this aeroplane's, but this is actually a good place to put the airfield, and then we can move it again. I think I'm gonna take it. I think that's a good move to get the airfield up close. So, and that's a good place to put it. I know it's got down in quality, but the longer you leave it, that quality will improve. And we can't keep it forever at Warsaw. So we'll move it there. Hope I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, let's relocate it. Okay, heard generous. I have issued the appropriate orders. The main airbus is relocated into the operation will resume within 4 days. So we got 4 days. We can't do anything for 4 days, right? With I suppose the airplanes are not available, but I like that decision. Uh to Canas, this would be the distance of 240 kilometers further from the depot compared to the current FSB at Kronosberg. The rail effort required to reach FSB while is beyond the scope. Okay, so he's just saying the same thing he said before. We've read all this. Canas is where we want to go because we want to go to Canas and then here. Not there. Yeah, I think this is really where we want to go. That's what we agreed to. And then this is it just states the same thing we've read before. Basically, your trucks. You see, I know I'm just going to, at the moment, there's no trains because it's all coming from here and it's just based on trucks. If we move it to Canas now, right, there'll be a list of trains coming this way and then the trucks will spread out, which means we're closer. But you don't want to do this too often because there's a 8 day turnaround. It's like 2 days that you're down. You understand? I would rather take this place over here and then have the supply to move to there, and then we got the trains coming up, and then we got trucks there. But the longer you are away from your base, the more truck maintenance you're gonna have. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10's this one. That's the HQ. Now we're okay, yeah. We can wait for that. I can see that we can wait. Okay, so we're gonna wait because that is our HQ there. Well, it says, oh, that was the last HQ. Our HQ is up here, so it's gonna be a bit over. It's gonna be a bit over. We're gonna leave that. Yeah, it's good. Don't move it for the time being. Okay, so we're gonna decide on that for the time being. All right. Now this is a little bit trickier. We've got Vilnius, we've got Grodno, we've got Brest, and we've got this other place. We've got even Grodno to move. Now, we moved our planes to Grodno. But where is it? Where is Grodno? It's hard to find with all this. Where do we... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so we've got... I think it's this place. We've got this place. And we've got Grodno. And we've got Vilnius. Our original plan, remember the beginning, was we wanted this connected. You see, it's black. That's German. It's converting the track. We want this route from Minsk to Slamensk, not Vilnius. I don't know where Vilnius was going, if it was going to up there or up to here. But that's a good place to go. It's in line with Minsk, but it's not something we want. We don't want the line going up there and then it has to come down here or following this way. We want Minsk. But can we? Grodno's okay. Grodno's okay. That's a big step because then we're on Vilnius. But then again, we're veering away from Minsk, man. It's 2 days without petrol. And I think we're at the... If you look at our truck columns, let's just check the truck columns. I'm happy by the north, and I played the north the way it was. But the truck columns, what's our... See, at the moment, that's the ammo, that's the trucks that's needed. The distance penalty is causing this among the three. And 11 for obviously the route difficulty. That means how hard it is. The trains, the trucks are suffering. And yeah, and that's basically, this is the main thing to look at. You understand? There's no way, the rail capacity is nothing at the moment because we haven't brought anything. But I think the longer we leave it, the better. You understand? Because we want to, I know it's tough now, but we want to get over this hump. See, the hump is there, right? The hump is there. The hump is here. Once we get over that, we can rest for a moment. Take it easy. You understand? And then just for a moment, just take a rest and then gather our supplies. But we need to get to those places. That's, we don't want to, because every time we move it to Grodno, then we want to move it here. Then it's like 4 days, 8 days, then 16. Yeah, we want one move to there and let's just leave it for a while. So let's just hang off on that. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's center, right? So make sure. So we are not, it's a good where it is for the time being. Good. Okay. Now the last one over here. Where does he... Okay, it's Lvov. Okay, is there any... Lvov. Let's see. Let me just switch this off again. Okay, Lvov. Which is where we want it. Because where else would it be? I'm thinking seriously about moving it to Lvov. Maybe the next turn we'll move it once we clear this out. Maybe we'll get this as a... Who knows? Because we're pretty much... We're pretty much... if you look at it, we're going to take this place and we're going to push right up to here. And up to here is pretty good because there's Kiev. Or even up to there, we're going to push close to here in the next move. Hopefully. And we can maybe get this place as a forward base. Are you with me? So I think it's premature at Lvov as well. Eh? I'm taking this on my limited experience with the game. Yeah, let's just decide on that. Okay, great. So there we've covered that. That's brilliant. Okay. So there's no more else. There's nothing else to do except end the turn. There's everything I've moved. That was quick. Because I had kind of made my mind. I want the airfield over here. I think the airfield over here is good. But I don't know if that's going to come to bite me. I don't know. Now we look at all the reports in the next turn. Let one turn go through to calculate all the casualties and all the stuff. And then we'll look at that report. There's nothing else I want. There's nothing else I'm... Should I... No, I was going to have a go at this place, but yes, can you imagine what the... Or move this guy. No, you can't move. Yeah, okay. No decisions to make, no cards to throw. I'm just gonna check that I have no cards to. And the great news is the 17th Army. The 17th Army is going to give us cards. All right, let's hit it. No use way hanging around. We've made all our decisions. Let's bring forth what happens. We pushed our panzers to the maximum, eh? We really forced them out. Okay, let's just check there's no battles. He's just moving guys around. Boop, boop, boop. I like this music. I love this music. Eh? Okay, he's clearing out the pocket over there. He's moving. I was thinking about this. But we gotta. It's moving back a bit. Our next place is Odessa. That's what we want to get. We're gonna get that this turn. I must look and see what our. It's the 4th of July. So let's just. That's the 4th of July so far. We haven't been on the field much. Where is this? Oh, that's up at north. Okay. Just trying to think where I am now. Getting my bearings right. And this is south. This is the 6th Army. Paulus's army. Well, he's the future field marshal of this army. Mr. Stalingrad himself. Why is that red? Why is there red there? It's clearing out. Yeah, we need to join hands with the Romanians. Romanians are, to say them out, the least are battling here. Okay, there. Remember, he's coming in with a. He's coming in. We can clap him there. We need to clap him all around here. That's the Pipit Marshes. He's making a nice wall here. Alright. That's down south. Here's up in the middle. Oh, he's attacked there. And he won that fight. Let's just check that battle out. He won that fight. He attacked there. We had our tanks over there. Yeah, he did attack there. We're just going to look at that battle now. Just to make sure there's not a... We withdrew out of there. Okay, AI's initializing. Alright, initializing. Let's hold this diary. Activation of new Soviet units, certainly on a larger scale, will fall for lack of officers, will fail for lack of officers, specialists, and artillery material. This holds particularly for the armor, which even before the war was sadly lacking in officers, drivers, and rail operators, as well as signal equipment. Yeah, they knew about it. This is the 4th Pantsy. This is Army Group North. We given them the focus. I don't understand what the problem is. Army Group Center has also got focus. It's maybe just telling us. Panzer Group at 2 and Army Group South, the 17th Army. We mustn't forget to give that. We're going to do all those little parts now before we read. 16th Army. Yeah, the 11th HQ, the theater. Yeah, that's theater. To siege equipment currently in transit. Destination 8 days still. Yeah, that's just another 6 divisions failed to deploy. Divisions withdraw. 1 failed to withdraw. 1 pending. And 7 decisions outstanding. Alright, Operation Panzer Group Quality 2182. 70 Panzer, 335 runners, 72% operational. Oh, yeah, 97% operational, 94%, 6,000 and 3,000. So we're getting this extra fuel because we dropped and they're 82% operational, 81, yes, 72. Hey, what does this say about? Okay, that's just the quotas. The more mileage just want to see this again. I know we might have read it, but the more mileage your tanks and transport do, the higher the probability that some of them will break down and suffer mechanical failure. Total mileage is the distance traveled since the commencement of Operation Barbarossa. Game start. Refit mileage is the distance traveled since the last refit. So it's the same because we haven't done a refit. So it's 400. When calculating the distance of breakdowns, the main factor is the refit mileage. Total mileage has a smaller impact. Your daily logs will highlight any division that suffered mechanical breakdowns. So basically, because it's got the Panzer Group Center has got the most mileage, but North has traveled a bit more than South. Oh, it's only got 450. Uh, okay, 7th Drive. Forgot about this, sir. 78th Infantry Division, 4th Army HQ, Army Group Center. I can't pronounce that. Florian has unnatural relations with a Bolshevik sheep. Didn't care who saw him. Just removed his helmet, unbuttoned his pants, and did it out there in the field as if he had if it was normal behavior for all men of the Wehrmacht to fraternize with the local livestock. What did he wear on the thing? And unbuttoned his and did it out there in the field. what can you say about that? The push to keep moving forward is relentless. Enemy resistance is just a bump in the road to be overcome. Forward, forward, forward. Alright, so first of all, I want to just do the history. I want to go to okay, I want to go to the next. Now, this is the battle here. No, man. Stop. This is the fight here. Okay, but he lost. He had 92,000 men. Yes, he had a lot of Soviets. We lost a ton of troops, man. 40 Panzer 2s, 30. No, that's the start. Okay, we lost 5. Sorry, man. Jeez, I got a fright there. Panzer 3s, 555. He didn't lose any panzers. We lost a bit of panzers there. Yeah, 300 trucks. We lost 1,400 infantry. We knocked a big shit out of his infantry. 12,000. He lost 25 tanks. That's probably equivalent to what we lost. T-26s. And he kicked us out of there. Alright, so that... Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look here. Sorry. 4,200. I think we had both our tanks there. And we lost a bit of tanks here as well. Alright, so that we lost that fight. We're coming for Minsk. This is... Oh, look at his stacking penalty that he's got. All we need to do is surround him, man. And I think we'll take him out. He hasn't got... he's got 100 thing, but if we surround him, all 5 corners, we don't let him out, we'll take him out. Okay, so let's just, first of all, before we look at all the stats, let's give this guy's card. He's infantry, alright? So what is the best for infantry? An offense, a commander offense. Commander offense and commander defense bonus. Take care to protect their flanks while advancing. This is the encirclement and a maneuver. And this just gives them a good maneuver. I think infantry needs maneuver, eh? They need it. Because remember, they're very slow. They're on foot. And if we can repeat, and we don't worry about fuel. So if we can increase his APs, that's his maneuver ability. And what's this? Okay, this is just a morale call. Let's just look at the guy. A 17th army, right? Let's go to the 17th. It's got a 50%. It's got, and yeah, minus 7% readiness, defensive bonus. But he's got no. There's no speed. There's no speed with the Blitzkrieg posture, man. It's just an offense and a defense. There's supposed to be. Wasn't there supposed to be? Uh, yeah, wasn't there supposed to be like on a? Okay, I'm just looking at these. He's got a plus 20 AP. Does he also get it? Sorry, I'm just checking before I make this decision. This is important. What does he get? He doesn't get an AP bonus. Okay, that's a newly arrived division. But see, he doesn't. He gets no AP bonus. No AP bonus, and he needs it. He needs an AP bonus. Are you with me? Because infantry moves very slow. It's only defensive. So what can give us? You want to give infantry AP. See if you had to move this guy. Look how much it costs. 100 cost AP. See, this is all AP cost. Movement is AP. It's fighting, lasting longer, and movement. So we need to. That's an offense bonus. No, we like that, but we want a movement bonus. See, this gives us a defense and a combat bonus, which is fine. I think envelopment, yeah, because that gives us an AP commander mover half and a. I think we're gonna. I think we need to do. And what is this? Is just purely AP. Hey, I must decide here. Oh, and I'm gonna pause it. Just go look a few things. I just want to just make a right decision here. I'm gonna pause the video. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him the same an envelopment. This envelopment gives him a little bit of AP and gives him command offensive bonus. Yeah. Okay, we got a small AP bonus, man. Yeah, 7 arms gain. You can play the card. Hey, small AP, man. Well, you keep your AP. Maybe you should have just gone for an AP bonus. Because I saw that this guy, Gregorian's lot, they get a a, a plus 50 plus 15 bonus. And these O's, yes, I don't know why he hit us with a stingy little. See, he gets a plus 10. Give a 5 AP bonus. Why are you stingy, man? What are we going to do with that? Right, so we know next time that. Oh no, that just tells us that. But we know next time that. I'm trying to see. These guys won't pick it up now because it only happens next turn. Yeah, you see. Yeah, but it doesn't tell you. Yeah, but it's like five. You saw it yourself. Hey, that's no good. Stick your 5% AP bonus. Okay, it's better than nothing. 5 plus 5 on AP. Next time we'll use the complete. Maybe we'll roll that card again and pay for it and use the complete. Um, the complete movement. All right, so let's just see what the casualties we have here. 585 is a 49. So let's say 50,000 we lost, and he's lost 585. How's that looking in terms of total troops? Hey, it's intersecting. So he had 1,700,000. We had 1,200,000 and something thousand. And now he was up there. He's intersecting with us. He's actually less troops than us. We got on the front. But this is Soviet's got numbers to burn. Don't take this as a big thing. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean 585,000. And 49,000. But I don't know if that's where are we sitting. What rounds? Round 6. So that's about 4 weeks, a month, maybe even a little bit more than a month. month in the campaign, which I suppose is alright. I want to actually look at our losses here. Yeah, loss assessment. I mean, if you look at it, that's 46,000. Is this the latest one? Okay, yeah, 46,172 troops, 1,428 officers. So our infantry loss rate is 3,000 rand, 3,000 people a day. The enemy is 36,000 guys a day. Tanks is the main worry. 24% of our army in service. That's what we've lost. 520. The loss rate is 32 a day, and 110. You know, the Soviets can lose all this. We can't. What else we should look at? Let's look at our this aide de camp with this guy. I don't know. This thing here, we have focus. We have focus. Yeah, okay. That's just probably just reminding us that that's the focus. That's where the focus is. I want to look at the performance evaluation. 66, 68, 97, and 45. This is my real worry. Those guys must have switched over already, man. 8%. 8%. An average partisan 5% acceptable level is 4. So we've got the partisans busy there, man. We've switched over already to Army Group. I think it was, what was it? We've switched them all. Well, we haven't switched there, but the other two, the two we switched over, that was yellow turns ago. So they should be Army Group Centre and Army Group South. I'm sure of it. So why these guys aren't making an impact? Hey, can't take them anywhere. Alright. Game. Okay, so we know about that. That's just, is there anything else? Yeah, okay, so we wanted the staff log. So we carried over 18 points. We got 24 points, 3 HQs destroyed, and the commands given us, because there's 14 decisions. Anything I should be looking at here? Let's start with North. What does this just tell us here? Okay. Logistics, 3% truck maintenance. 30% of the rail. What's that? Well, our partisan level is risk is 0%. What? Overall, the partisan level is cumulative total of other factors the factors shown in the risk of partisan activity. Each turn is equal to the. If it's 5%, then there's a chance of a negative event occurring. Okay, among all. These are those that deployed. You get 75% bonus. Okay, they have destroyed. 2 truck columns were destroyed. Yeah, but we've read all this. We know about the 10, the tractor, and which is used for route difficulty. We know truck maintenance 4%. Let's see if this shows the effects of previous turn and maintenance level of your truck columns. This is the percentage. Yeah, they're taking. Roads have a big impact. Mileage. Okay, we know about that, and they've converted 60. See 8. See there, 8%. Decrease number of security equivalents 3. Security effect 0. The partisan level can fail due to the impact of your security divisions. This depends on the number and types, and the effect will automatically increase over time. Okay, so they're still learning that. Okay, so that's about it. Is there anything else we need to do in the reports? No, we won't review that. It'll take forever. Last week, these are all the battles we. How was that? Okay, so readiness. Always look at this. 61 readiness. And that's what is left. Yes, the second base motorized division. 67 men. Those are the Romanians. Just heavy, man. Fatigue is big time. 8, and you can't. Eventually, what happens is your combat formations lose combat effectiveness. And integrity is another thing. Because we do get replacements. I think it happens. I'm not sure. There's an event. There's a time every 8 turns or something. We get replacements. I don't know what the turn is, but we do get replacements. I don't know if we refit, rest and refit. I think that's. I'm not sure if it's that or do we just get replacements. I'm not sure. See, well, there's nothing there. Our replacements, our friends and foe, still. Yeah, we're good with these guys. Cartel is good. Well, that was his start. The start, your relationship with him was good. Subordinates, see the -1 there. That's why we can't focus. But here, we're doing okay with him. Those two theater commanders. It's good here by Gurkha, and that we need to keep that. Yeah. Okay. What's next? I think that's it. Yep. Let's tackle the divisions. Let's tackle and then there's a group commendation, and then there's it's not many. I mean, there's three decisions and a group commendation, and then we're finished with the decisions. Mustn't forget up here. I know I keep reminding myself the finish need to come into action over here. All right, Gurkha. Okay, initial analysis has determined that there's a severe shortage of rail signaling equipment on the main truck routes. We are converting in Russia. It must be obvious that to even layperson that without adequate signaling apparatus, we were unable to run anywhere near the theoretical maximum of the daily trains en route, thus encumbered. There have been a distinct lack of precision. The time must be taken to ensure proper signaling equipment is in place and working correctly. Without this, it is inevitable that collisions will occur. We have enough locomotives that we can afford. We can afford to to throw them away through unnecessary rates. Can we afford to? Yeah. This is this. Yeah, this is the same thing. It pisses Keitel off. Where is this? Where is this? Is this army group? Who is this for? Where is this? This is army group south at the bottom. Okay, just gonna make sure. Keitel is gonna complain. I think we won't be so harsh because we can't take a knockers. We got 17 -17 with Keitel. Are those useless arbiters complaining again? He's against it. Ignore the chatter. Stick to the plan. Standard rail gauge is enough. Now let's just go through what these guys did. And Keitel, we've had that. I'm gonna pick why bother with the signals. Wasted time, keep convert. Let's just see, because the last time the Keitel dropped by 17. So we're gonna play that one. Let's see what the decision brings. Go, fuck it, man. -17. Ah, God, I wouldn't have liked that. I really didn't want Gurkha to be. Ugh, I'm so angry now. Keep moving. Maximize the converted rail damage. So now we sit with Gurkha at -17. He was neutral. He was neutral. He was good. Now we got -17 to take that decision. Keitel is satisfied. So he's back to good. You know, I'm pissed off with that. It's -17. It's down to neutral. Yeah, it's 12. -17. He's in the minus now. It's not updated. Really upset about this. Really upset about this. -17. Next time, I'll tell you what. Next time, I'm not gonna take that the bad decision. I'm gonna take the bad decision. Because either we're gonna piss Keitel off or we're gonna piss this. What is it? That was Gurkha, eh? We're gonna piss Gurkha or piss Keitel. I'd rather have Keitel pissed off because He doesn't whack it by 3 or 4. He slumps it by 17. He hits it like a big whack. So either you're going to lose this one or that one. Hey, irritating. All right. Sorry, man. I just take away. We can't piss Gurkha off here. Artillery ammunition is already the single biggest problem carried by the rail network in all three theatres. The rail network is struggling to cope with the demands already placed on it. I fear that any additional burden may overwhelm it. I would recommend not to increasing the volume of artillery shells that need to be transported, as this will likely come at a cost. Yeah, I'm going to don't risk overloading it. Are there that many spare trains? Are there that many spare trains that we can afford to give them away? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Let's see what Wagner says. The expenditure of the artillery munition across all theatres has far outweighed our expectations. The Red Army has significant artillery assets and extensive counter-battery fire is required to suppress them. Fair enough. The offensive needs our troops and the requirement to reduce pockets of enemy Yahoo fruits to surrender has placed excessive burden on our supply of artillery shells. So, yeah, that requirement to reduce the pockets. We can manage with what we have, but an additional shipment of munitions will be greater scope for better utilization of our artillery assets. That's Wagner. This guy's against it. Our not increasing the volume of artillery shells needed to be tried. I will say this. But then I don't know if this is like deferring that decision. Then comes along our staff officer and decides to and says, "This is not. We didn't decide anything because it's 0 points. I'll make a decision." He's good now, but we hit him by -17. This hasn't updated. Okay, Ronstead, what does he say? The sheer frontage of ground that the south is required to deal with necessitates a high level of artillery support. Our current level of artillery is inadequate for the task. I have had my staff analyze munitions and consumption across all armies, and it is evident that we do not have enough on hand for the task. I have enough complaints from Colonel. That's our staff guy, right? And that other guy to let alone this other Romanian guy and the other guy for the 11th Army to warrant an increase in artillery munitions. Let's look at Gurkha Rail Engineers. Authority for logistical matters was split between two organizations, one controlled by Gurkha and the other by Wagner. As no person with overall authority, this was a recipe for endless friction and disaster. Have we read this? Rudolf Ernst Gurkha, born 1881, East Prussia, started his military career as an ensign in the Prussian Rifle Battalion. During World War One, he served in numerous roles. I'm just seeing if we've read this. Yeah, we've read this. Gurkha died. Yes, and we read this a while. This is a biography of him. We've read this. And Wagner, we've also read. He attempted assassination attempt against Hitler, failed. We read that. I think we've read that twice. Okay, so a small increase in ammunition. Well, how's that going to piss Gurkha off? This will only use an additional 4 trains daily, which is neither here nor there. Let's not over risk that. Let's throw it. Van Ronstant -12. We ready it. We got 2 from Gurkha. We needed that 2. And we pissed off Van Ronstant. Okay, fair enough. That's Army Group South's commander. We're ready in the bad. He's got a penalty at 12 -12 action points for him to move our troops. Alright, let's work this one out. Velcher. I estimate that it will take several months to conduct a comprehensive study of the full effects of the Russian winter we'll have on our men and equipment. Okay, this is the winter winter part where we can order for jackets and stuff early. There are a number of experts that will need to be consulted and, where necessary, where more actively involved. The severity of Russian winter is currently a matter of dispute. If you're willing to approve the study, I will ensure that appropriate personnel are allotted and the matter is expedited. You can think about that. It's depends who's going to piss off. Do you understand? Who's going to piss off? That's my whole thing. Now, I'm pissed off at that Army Group South guy because remember something. Okay, I know I'm digressing and whatever, but remember something. Action points. Action points. Look what he has now. Look at his action points. Action points. Action points. Action points. Minus 17. Remember in this thing here, you got to watch for your subordinates. You see here. I know I'm going over and over, but it's flippin' important. Where's it? Subordinates. See, we get an AP bonus. That's Army Group Center. We get a -1. We get a 7. Yeah, 7%. Add it to our AP. Now minus 18. APs. Alright. Yeah, so. But I already pissed off Gurkha. So I had to try and appease him there. Okay. Let's see where that's. I'm not sure what I'm going to decide here. I'm going to think about it. Our recently recalled ambassador to Moscow has made himself available, as well as a handful of military attachés, although I doubt if any of them have experienced the full onset of the winter in the field. Surprisingly, this is Urban Velshner, appears those with the best knowledge appear to be a handful of sports hunters who have ventured west of Moscow in search of winter game. How much reliance can we place on such anecdotal evidence is unclear at this point. Industrial representatives from all major manufacturers indicated their willingness to offer technical advice. Yeah, they didn't know much about it. It was the worst winter ever. How's this for some for unlucky circumstances, eh? Of all the winters that Russia's ever had, that winter in 1941 was the worst recorded in history. Well, how's that? How did winter just pick that time and that period in Russia to come down like that? And then after that, all the winters were fine. In fact, 42's winter was really mild. That was the harshest winter recorded in history. Hey, how's the luck for that, eh? Hey, winter preparations. In early October, you'll be able to meet the Führer and put the case for adequate winter preparations. If the Führer agrees, then you can gain permission to take the matter further. The chance of the Führer agreeing, however, is low. In order to give yourself a better chance when you meet him to discuss the matter, you can take a number of actions. You are commissioned to study. You can commission a study into the effects of winter. Doing so will not only improve the odds, but will allow you to make a presentation to the High Command on the effects of winter later in the year. You can attempt to gain the support of a number of key individuals. The more senior the individual, the more authority they will lend to your cause, but every person that you can get on board will help. If you have good relations with a particular individual, you'll be able to ask that they support you as a favor. They will. These options will only show if your relationship with a character is +10 or good or better. If your relationship is 25 or worse, intense dislike. Look at this. Ronstadt is sitting at -18, so that's like intense dislike. They refuse to speak to you on this matter. You know what? I'll do this one. Ask for preliminary report. Now, I was reading in the manual that if they pass that, if Italy says it's okay, we'll be able to give the German troops like winter equipment, but it'll still come from our network of suppliers, our current infrastructure. So either something's going to suffer ammo or supplies, or we put these willows in there. You understand? So some of these, our supply network, and we can only, apparently, according to the manual that I was reading, you can only supply, there's only enough to supply one sort of front, and it'll be a burden on our existing infrastructure, our logistical structure. Uh, I'm gonna go for the middle road. Ask for a preliminary report. It's only an initial investigation, but it'll help. Well, let's just do that. For a preliminary report study has been approved. This will investigate with the possible effects of a Russian winter on our troops and machinery. Support for winter preparations +10. Previously nothing. So I don't know what's gonna come of that. Uh, I have a recommendation that the following commander and their division should be formally recognized for their achievements. General Fund Commander of the 252nd Infantry Division 4th Army HQ. That's in Army Group Center, right? Yes, I realize that there's a lot of other provisional commendations outstanding, but the fact that I've personally approved this worthy case should be enough. I expect you petition High Command and have this matter officially accepted forthwith. Kindly do not waste any time with excuses. I have approved it. You have an obligation to support it. There's no need for further discussion. This is from Van Bock. No, I'm gonna do that. Let's just read, yeah? Here's the battle report for the incident in question. 4th of July 1941, battle east of that place. 6th Division under this, 9 Division understood to be under the during the 7-hour assault in undulating terrain. Carried the day with minor losses. Van Bach comments that General D overwhelmed. Yeah, it's I'm just reading this. This whole thing is immersive, eh? It takes you. Commendations. The commander and its division will receive a provisional commendation by their theatre commander as a result of outstanding performance during combat operations. At some point in the future, the matter is formally investigated and the decision is made to either dismiss the commendation or make it official. We're going to accept it because we've got Bombok. We don't want to piss him off. Once official, the commander of the division will receive a permanent offensive. Brilliant. So this is like, there's tons of little ways to improve your troops through these decisions and stuff, and the way you can uniquely sculpt your units. It's brilliant, this game, eh? Once the official commander division has received, the division will receive permanent offensive defensive bonuses. They have a reputation for getting things done. Everybody is aware of this, and as a result, they will perform at a higher level than they would normally. Wow. The division can only have one commendation. Once official, it remains for the duration of the campaign and renders the commander of the division immune from possible sanctions. So why wouldn't you accept it? The division can, at the discretion of the theatre commander, gain provisional commendation by being involved in an assault. The German players attacked, in which at least one Soviet unit was destroyed for reasons of panic, being broken, or being physically destroyed, right? Our official commendation is a significant feather in the cap of any commander and a proud milestone for a division. Wow. Cost breakdown. Relationship. Yeah, because it's costing us, but we are good with it. That's why it costs less. Yeah, I'm gonna give that. Where is it? Yeah, it's 252nd Infantry Division. Let's just look at that. 252nd Infantry Division. This is the 4th Army, right? Yeah. So it's one of these. So I'm just looking for it, yeah. It's one of these. Oh, there it is. This is it. It's 252nd. I know, I'm just carrying on, yeah. And he's got that. So it's this division over here. Wow. Okay. Fight for accommodation. The accommodation will become official. Yeah, you have. Uber has recognized the importance of backing the judgment of FM von Bock. Obviously, we have thrown all our full support behind his recommendations. The division's accommodation is, as a result, officially recognized. It gains permanent combat bonuses. Okay, so let's just see. Ah, there it is. Plus 20 and plus 20 defense. So this basically wipes out our defensive problem, our defensive uh, thing. Can't find the word for it. You see this defensive penalty wipes it out. Brilliant, eh? Brilliant. All right, that's all our decisions. Yep, we are. But like I said before, we're gonna decide on this at the end of the when we finish moving all our guys. What's the time? Okay, I think I'm gonna take care of the finish just to get them off our backs because it's like 56, so we can still do it. We'll just do the finish bit so that we don't need to go back. Yeah, he's gonna. Let's list them all and see if we can. 3,800. We destroyed that. Let's just clap him, and we might. You see, I don't want to go back and then there's a 4-on-1. This one we're gonna also clap. 4,800, and we lost about 200 finish. So we did well there. Now I just want to see if there's anything else we want to do here. So we don't want to end. We must come in there. I'm thinking of this. You know, I'd have to look. He can still attack there. But if he attacks here, and we can clear this out. No, it's not going. You see, he doesn't have enough, and he can't come in to attack either. He can't come in there, so we'll leave that. See, he's got a 2-on-1 over here. See, there's a 2-on-1 here. Unless I put this in here just to help in the defense, and then maybe next turn if he hasn't moved. See, there's nothing we need to worry about here. But here he's got a 2-on-1 there. So I'll put this guy in here for next turn. So if he attacks here, I'll at least have the infantry. This German infantry here, which is a strong unit. That's got 10,000. At least have him in there. And then he can defend. And then the turn after, we can maybe move this in and take that out. So I'm going to move this guy to there to cover that. So he's now in defense over there. Yeah. And I'm not going to move anything else. I'm just checking that everything else is... See, he's got this HQ. Just want to make sure that all our guys are within the green. And okay, that bit of brown is not too bad. If we move it down... that's not too bad. Okay, I think that's the finish front. We're not going to come back there. That's all we're going to move in the finish front. Just checking my time. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to end it here. And then next turn we'll do all the moves. All the attacking. I'm not sure. I'm going to think about how I'm going to move here. And we were taken out there. I might go back in there. Because we need a surround over here. We need to... See the 9th Army. We need to keep driving the 9th Army up down the center through here. This Panzergruppe here, where we know he also needs to move up. This 3rd Panzergruppe. We do need to, and we need to come back through here and help out over here. Maybe circle this way around with this Panzergruppe, the 9th up there. The 4th, is it the 4th? That was, yeah, 2nd Panzergruppe. We're gonna see if we can surround Minsk over here, because that's where we want to move our. And then here, yeah, I might want to move in there. so that and then move and attack with that. So move, because he's got tanks here. This isn't marsh area. He's got tanks here. I mean, I know it's in the road, but he's got tanks fighting in the marsh, which is good news for us. And I'm glad we brought our Fourth Army through here. I was gonna leave it. I was actually gonna go up here with the Fourth Army and just leave this whole marsh. What an idiot! Look what he's got coming down here. So we need to clear this away and go straight for Gormal. This Fourth Army's job, and its infantry is the perfect thing to do it with. There is it's low level fatigue. I just want to check. He has 25. Are we receiving? Okay, and we are receiving the armor, the artillery, theater artillery, which is brilliant. I love that. Down here, my initial plans is obviously to work this down through here, right? With some of the, and then the pants armor you smash through here, and the 6, Polis is 6. He's not Polis, but you get his 6 army up to here. And let's just take off the, capture this and push as far as there. And then the 17th to come down here and help over here. Our next move, obviously I'm going to take up Dessa. I won't do it now, but he's going to go. I'm going to see what I need to put in there and then push down to this place there. And we'll get some political points for that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. Sean from Combat Simulations. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. And also leave comments and suggestions. And watch my videos and like them and share them. Helps me a lot. Please, man. Helps me a lot. Watch them, like and share and subscribe. And give a thumbs up. Like, yeah, it's very important. It helps me a lot. You don't know how it helps me. Alright, until our next Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa fight. Good day on you.